and what is the solution to this?
I will be very frank with you. I want to believe it's because they see it as so monotonous. And that's why Youth Connect is coming in. To say that, yes, the Bible says where two or three are gathered, but you can have fun fellowshipping with God.
Exactly.
And the youth, I tell you, they want to be engaged.
Exactly.
Yes. So if they just come, read Bible, you pray, you need to introduce some other things that will make it, make them interested, to want them to come. You can imagine now you said, oh, we're going to have a film show.
Of course, I will come.
Definitely, and it's not just going to be, you have your popcorn, and we put off the lights,
I'm sure
give it the effect of a movie. Okay, so I want to believe that's one of the reasons the youth are not really interested. But now that we are trying to bring up the Youth Connect concept, a lot of them already, are picking up.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And if I may chip in my own quote too, I think it should be made more interactive.
Yeah.
Youth should be given opportunity to lead too in the program, because it should be made interactive. It shouldn't still be an extension of the church.
Yeah.
In the church, the pastor preaches, you listen.
Exactly.
You may sleep off, still wake up to continue the same. So house fellowship shouldn't be like that.
Wow. Okay.
Should be you talk, I talk, we interact. Yeah.
Wow.
If I may lend a voice to that, when you're talking about house fellowship, we have two essential ingredients. That's follow-up and mentoring. And I, by the grace of God, started attending house fellowship as early as 11.
Wow.
And by the time, because someone followed me up, because someone mentored me, when I was Form 3, I think that should be just 3 then, now, I already started leading house fellowship.
Wow.
And of course, that passion was there because, that aspect of follow-up and mentoring was there. Because saw me through, and I was able to replicate myself in others too, to have
That's amazing.
Thank you so much, sir. Let me ask Mommy, what should a house fellowship center look like? And what is required of a house fellowship leader and member?
A house fellowship should be a kind of family affairs, a place where you can share your problem. I share my problem. There is confidence. I'm not afraid that after I might have told you my issue, that it will be related, it will be made open to people, and then that's when I keep something with you, whatever secret I keep with you is kept. And then it's not that the secret is being kept alone. You are praying with me, and I'm praying with you too. That's how a house fellowship should be. The leader should also encourage the members to go out and evangelize.
Very important.
It should make the place accommodating. And that is the fellowship center.
No discrimination.
It should be a place you go, and then when you are going back home, you know that God has done something particular in your life. It should be a miracle center to the people that are attending.
Would you like to add to that, sir?
Oh, I just want to say something different from that. To quickly add to it that when we're talking about house fellowship, in this age and time, and especially with the advent of COVID-19, it's not compulsory we all meet together. We can do it on Zoom.
Exactly.
We can do it on Google Meets. Bottom line is for fellowship. For us to have fellowship, and so we need to. It's important we mention that as well, so that we're not restricted to just. We have to come into a particular house to have it. We can have it on social media.
It can be held anywhere.
Thanks to technology, technology makes it very easy for us to meet on any platform. So, which brings me to my question. Of course, something must have motivated you to be in house fellowship and be a part of it and be committed. And can you briefly just share your house fellowship story?
Wow, my house fellowship story. Like I said, I gave my life to Christ at the age of 11, and we had a house fellowship center in our house. I remember I escaped 2 surgeries.
Wow.
While house fellowship was going on in our house. One in my hair, the other one in my throat. They already scheduled. But while house fellowship was going on, God just performed the miracle.
Amazing.
And
Wow.
I escaped that, those surgeries. Then number two, my company transferred me to the city of Ibadan 2010. And precisely 1st of February 2012, by the grace of God, we started a house fellowship, a youth church. 5 ministers from the area headquarters. And of course, immediately what I did is I encouraged them. All of us were giving up our house for house fellowship. And every month, we have what we call Jesus in your neighborhood. We are going to come to your area. We are going to do a crusade there. And after that, we are going to establish a house fellowship. By the grace of God, by the time we are celebrating our 3rd year anniversary, when the regional pastor came, he just saw the crowd and immediately, said, from today, by the power conferred on me, you are now an area.
Wow.
That's like within 3 years we grew because the crowd was much. Why? And what brought about that is the house fellowship. Because every month we establish another house fellowship.
So which means that house fellowship is the basis for church growth.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Without a doubt.
Well, let me ask Mommy the same thing. We want to hear your own house fellowship story. What have you benefited from house fellowship?
Of course, when I got born again, I faced persecution from my parents so much. But being a house fellowship member, the house fellowship was there for me all through. Talk of feeding, clothing, financing my schooling, they were there for me. So for that, I found it difficult to forget. And then it kept me going. And my love for God grew because of what I was receiving at the house fellowship.
Wow, that's
And it
amazing.
has gone a long way to help me to be well established in faith.
So which means there are a lot of benefits when it comes to house fellowship.
Lots.
So in less than 30 seconds, I want you to say something to our viewers. Some people are watching us, and you can just tell us 1 or 2 things, and Mommy as well will do that.
I just want to encourage you, please give up your house for House Fellowship Center. We all know the blessing of Obedidon. So please allow House Fellowship. And if, like I always tell people, it's not compulsory you invite people. You can start with your family. A family of 3 or 4. That is enough to start House Fellowship. Then any of your friends that you are comfortable with, allow them in. By doing so, God will surely bless you, and you will not regret it.
Well, Mommy, do you have any other thing?
And you don't just give your house for house fellowship alone. You also should participate.
Participate, very
Be
important.
an active member of one of the house fellowships, and you'll be seeing the mighty hands of the Almighty. Because it should be called a miracle center.
Well, that's really amazing. And like you've heard, house fellowship is very important to us and to the Church of God. And so we've talked about the Accelerated House Fellowship Leadership Program, and it's something you can enroll in. Just contact your house fellowship leader in your province. So it's important for us to be a part of a house fellowship. And like you've rightly heard, house fellowship is very important. We talked about the Accelerated House Fellowship Leadership Program. And so if you're interested in enrolling, you can see your provincial coordinator. And house fellowship is very important, not just to us, but to the church. It's important for church growth. We are present on all social media platforms. We are present on Facebook at RCCG House Fellowship Department, on Instagram at RCCG House Fellowship, and on YouTube at RCCG House Fellowship. Thank you for joining us. My name is John Otegbade.
And I'm Moto Shotemidayo.
Have a lovely day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.